Hey guys, Luna here, and we are back with Pesterquest. Last time we just made friends with Andrea, the beginner's guide to destroying paradox space. Just caused havoc just because you could. Andrea's smile makes it all worth it, and we got her secret achievement at being really bad at taking hints. So now we are on to the strange little come. Her friend Nepeta, she was really interesting when I was reading through Homestuck. So, the lioness girl in Altaria. The trigger warnings of this are blood, animal attacks, parental injury, animal injury, and drugs. Of course, as always, there's adult language, violence, and potential innuendos. So you have been warned. So let's get into it, shall we? And we're slowly finishing up. Time to face the facts. Something is going on here. Not that you didn't already know that. You had the blurry outlines of all these strangeness for a long time. It's only after your stint with Adre that you managed to fill in all the shapes and colors. Your friends, the companions you've been to hell and back with, you forgot about them. That feels like you can't even come up with a sufficiently dramatic mixed metaphor. It feels bad. Your desperate friendship thirst was compelled, you get that, and it's mostly worn off by now, but what the fuck else are you supposed to do? It's basically just your job now, so you keep doing that job. Whatever, let's just do that damn route. Who did Icarus tell you about? His Morale, right? You'll go try and find her in the middle of the woods, which it's a very normal thing to do. You'll be normal. It's a normal kind of day. You zap to the mouth of a cave, and you are immediately set upon by a wild beast. Yellow eyes flash and sharp teeth glitter. You brace yourself to be made into dinner. The wild lioness sits back on her haunches and contemplates the stranger. The lioness sits back. That's how you know she does that. She tells you. But taking closer work that she realizes that she is in fact not a lioness, just a very unkempt troll in a green coat and a grubby t-shirt. She smells like a fire. She is adorable. Like, honestly, I don't know what I was expecting for her, but this outfit just fits her perfectly. Her snout and tries to figure out what has happened upon her den. A friend? Foe? Dinner perhaps? Dinner mayhaps? The troll girl licks her lips, and you realize that even though she's not some bloodthirsty predator, she does have a very sharp canines and clawed gauntlets on her little hands. She is small, but the trolls, you've discovered that the hard way that size does not translate to a 1-to-1 strength ratio. You tell her that you're a friend. Definitely a friend. Not at all the sort of friend you playfully fight with and then accidentally eviscerate, because you never know with trolls. The girl whose name you have sneaking suspicion might be Nepeta scratches at her chin, her fingers curled up in a paw. You're worried that she is going to put her eye out with one of those claws. You see wrinkles her nose and wonders what anyone could be doing all the way out here in the wastes, man. Yes, it sounds very plausible. That was a bit of a stretch. How did you come upon my cave? Macy says with a growly growler. Save. Play along. It just so happens that you're an expert RPer, and by expert you mean just played Soda Pro Beast was a stressed out Jade Blood kid, which you forgot about until literally yesterday. Anyway, what you mean is you got some moves. You go limp and show Nepeta your throat, yielding to who is clearly the alpha female here. You've barely even roleplayed here. Every olive blood you met could rip out your intestines and wear them as a shawl. Nepeta beams down at you before remembering that she is a real lioness. AC nuzzles a strange little cub and welcomes them to her game, yeah. Appearing to realize that she doesn't need to describe her actions out loud because you're right in front of her. Nepeta nuzzles you gently with the top of her head. You get the feeling she doesn't get out much. You tell her that you didn't mean to startle her or anything. You just think you have a mutual friend, a blue indigo blood named Icarus. Nepeta digs her nails into your arm. Her eyes go wide. You know Icarus? How? When did you meet him? Tell me everything. Everything. That's kind of a funny story. Before you can get into it, Nepeta launches herself off you and scampers into the cave. When she runs, her knuckles occasionally touch the ground. You're unsure if she moves like that naturally or if she's just very, very in character. She pauses at the mouth of the cave and gestures you inside, the sleeves of her coat flopping down past her wrists. If you had parents, they probably would have taught you not to follow cat girls into caves, but you didn't, so you're totally down. Whoa, this is not what I was expecting. The cave is small and chilly. Several animal pelts cover the cabin floor, from creatures too large to be wolves but too shaggy to be bears. Maybe some sort of wolf bear. All of the furniture is honed from stone, the raccoon formed from a natural hollow in the rock. All of the hives you spend time in, this is the most rustic. You wonder why? Nepeta isn't a high blood, but she certainly is not low blood either. She could have made a hive at least as nice as Tarvis's. AC welcomes the strange cub at her den and invites him to sit down whenever they please. She realized that her visitor is probably sleepy and hungry. Luckily, AC has a fresh skill. Yeah. Okay, this is really lucky. Nepeta back outside, leaving you alone and feeling, well, like you're followed a feral child into her cave. Torchlight burnishes shapes strange and foreboding, the regular flicker disorienting. People used to do everything by firelight. No wonder medieval art is so preposterous. Dogs with the faces of old men and old men with the faces of babies. And speaking of art, drawings pepper the cave walls, shaking. Oh, you doubt even Michelle fucking Angelo could do much with a canvas like this. The trolls seem to depict Nepeta and various other trolls, some of whom you think you recognize. You see Kekrat's nubby little horns and Icarus's broken one. The broken one anywhere. Well, that's obviously her. Maybe this is Icarus right here? Maybe. A few pictures have been viciously scratched out. A couple of the self-portraits of Nepeta also feature a large, sleek white cat. You wonder if that's her hunter Sona. Lion Sona? Whatever. Then you hear a growl behind you and realize, oh, right, Nepeta has a luscus. Oh, this is luscus. Hot, damp breath touches the back of your neck, and you turn and slowly, as carefully as you can. Oh, hello, kitty. Two hissing mouths open into snarls. Two snarls. That's why she does two smiles. Two hissing mouths open into two snarls. The big cat backs up against the cabin wall. Yeah, oh, Pounce, stop that silly kitty. Yeah, this is a friend. Nepeta hurries back inside, throwing herself onto her luscus and petting rambunctiously. Pounce hisses immediately turns to purrs. She rolls onto her back and pats big, terrifying paws into the air. Yeah, he's a cute kitty. He's the very best kitty. Yeah, we Pounce, we have a good guest for dinner. Yeah, they know Aqueous. Yeah, you do know, right? Nepeta looks at you with sharp little eyes. Yeah, you do know my morale. Yeah, weren't you lying? Oh, definitely not. You're never lying. You'll never forget it, Chris, no matter how hard you try. Although you did recently forget every single person you ever knew. That will never absolutely never happen again, though. You won't allow it. Yeah. AC leaves her weird friend in the very capable paws of Luscus while she goes to prepare a delicious meal. Oh damn! Oh, this cat is adorable. Oh damn, Nepeta. Please don't go away and leave me or just alone with the ferocious beast. But Pam seems pretty well placed by Nepeta's insistence that you are a friend and not food. She curls up onto one of the animal pelts, tucking her head. Her tail twitches and her ears flick. You're pretty sure she's only pretending to sleep, like she's giving you a shot, and if you fuck up, it's lunchtime. You sit very still and try your best to look unthreatening. Just a little while ago, this would have been easy. Been totally defensive and thinking most unthreatening thoughts, but now you remember at least a little of who you were, and you know that you've done, even some of it was done in dead-end timelines that even never actually came to pass. You're not sure you can still call yourself an innocent bystander. Nepeta derails this dangerous train of thought by dragging in a huge haunch. That's just really one word for it, to haunch. Something's leg. Wow, since she had a fresh kill, you figured that was part of the RP, like she was just gonna pull out a Gonori or something like that. But no, she really did tear apart some animal and bring you its leg. She has blood smeared across one cheek. Nope, no blood. Her hair in pieces across her sweaty forehead. You get why she and Equus got along. They have an equivalent of ferocity. Good thing you aren't a vegetarian. You're gratified to discover Nepeta appears to draw her roleplay line at devouring raw meat. I wonder if trolls could eat meat raw or if it would make them sick. That definitely seems to be more natural predators than humans are, but then again, most of them live in houses and eat noodles and play video games. You never really met anyone like Nepeta. You watch her build a little fire, and you take yourself on a little trip to the mouth of the cave while she cuts up the mises and spears them and stakes them to cook. You come back over to the fire when meat looks a little bit less like flesh and more like food. Honestly, it shouldn't bother you. You've seen and been through so much worse. Guess the mind is strange and a many-layered beast. Yeah, I thought you'd run out into the waste like a big, powerful idiot. It's dangerous out there. Well, she said she went out there, although it's possible she's dangerous too. That makes Nepeta smile. She still can't quite meet your eyes, but she's fidgeting with her gauntlets less than she was before. Yeah, so you really met Equus. Really. She slides up close to you, almost too close to talk comfortably. You wonder if this is the first conversation she's had that wasn't through a computer screen. You tell her that yes, you really met him. You spent a good amount of time with him, too. Yeah, that's improbable. I never seen that silly guy hang out with anybody before. Yeah, except for maybe Friskers. Friskers? You mean Friskra? Oh, you know her, too. Yeah, really? Yep. You'd probably be hanging out with her right now if she hadn't gone off to do some Antifia shit with Tesri. Yeah, you know Tesri, too. GC? Oh, yeah, for sure. Does Nepeta? You're expecting her to explain and wag her imaginary tail. Instead, she goes quiet. Pops and sizzles in the fire. Across the cave, Pounce lets out a lazy squeak that sounds like it came from a much smaller cat. Yes, Nepeta, if everything is okay. Yeah, so what you're saying is, all my friends. Well, that's not exactly what you said. It's kind of creepy if you dwell on that, but you kept meeting people through other people. That's normal, right? Well, you did just happen upon Vriska on a beach, and Adrea found you asleep in the field. You haven't asked Nepeta if she knows Adrea, but you're sure that she does somehow. Slowly, Nepeta lifts her gaze from the flames and meets your eyes for the very first time. Maybe it's the firelight or the shadows bluing on the walls, but she looks haunted, hollowed out and filled with something you can't name. Yeah, what are you? Nepeta may be goofy and playful and awkward. That doesn't make her an idiot. You get the idea that treating her like one is a very good way to have a very bad time. Save. I'm gonna explain. You tell Nepeta that you don't know what you are, or even who you are. You certainly know better than you did a few volumes ago, but you think that you're an anomaly. You've crash-landed into someone else's story. Nepeta is still watching you carefully, muscles wound tight. She's ready to pounce. On the fire, the meat begins to blacken and burn, but neither of you say anything. There goes dinner. Yeah, my friends were supposed to play a game. Yeah, different from the games we usually play. Yeah. Even Icarus was going to parlay this time, and he usually hates games. Yeah. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I'm not going to do the every time. But then the game didn't work. Oh right, you know about the game. She blinks at you. I dream sometimes. Dreams? Well, that's pretty normal. Not normal dreams, dummy. At least I don't think that they are. I'm supposed that even if they aren't, I wouldn't have anything to compare them to. They are the only sort of dreams I've ever seen. I'm not even sure that they are. I see other Nepetas sometimes. Sometimes Pounce is there, and sometimes she's dead, and that always makes me very sad. I see my friends too, and other people I don't know, but who I think would be pretty good friends if I got the chance. The bright, hopeful note in Nepeta's voice digs deep in the center of your view, plucking at your nerves like a cello string. It makes you possibly sad, and you don't know why. I don't see you, though. I don't think you I apologize. I didn't mean to make you feel bad. My dreams are probably silly and don't mean anything. Oh, you're so flustered. She springs up from the fire and Kay down and Pounce, burying her hands and face in thick white fur. You get up and follow after her, because what else do you do? You should probably give up on this particular round at this point. You've quite thoroughly killed the friendship mood with all this existential angst. Why does she live all the way out here anyway? Wouldn't it be better to live closer to all of her amazing friends? At least with Icarus. Even Tezra, who is definitely very weird, has a house. Admittedly, it's in a tree, but it still counts. Oh, I mused too when I was a regular. Well, I think I did. A big lovely house with windows and lots of furniture for Pounce to scratch. Pounce closes her eyes and purrs. But then, I don't know. Something happened. I remember fire and noise and lots of shouting. And then I was on Pounce's back and we were running for a very, very long time. I think it was pretty terrible. Nepeta's fingers tighten on Pounce's ruff. I like it here. Think back to the different olive blood girl in the oversized jacket who lived rough, and another girl who made her living with murder. In fact, you could see Nepeta growing up into someone just much like Palpa, sharper, meaner, and all of her bright edges sanded off. Her games transformed into a struggle for survival. Even now, sitting bathed in a firelight, she looks tired. Every troll you've met carries the same exhaustion. Exhaustion between the shoulders, even the high bloods. To a certain extent, they are worn to the bone by the sheer weight of history and future that promises more of the same. What does one do in the face of such insurmountable misery? How can you, a simple, silent protagonist, ever begin to combat something so all-consuming, so monstrous? Nepeta is waiting for you to trudge through your mandatory self-aggravating introspection interlude, so you do all you've claimed to ever do. Go out a hand and wait for her to take it. This looks like her shipping wall, which I remember she talked about. Nepeta, yeah, and her face even looks sort of like a animal as well. Nepeta yells and jumps, an impressive 4 feet in the air. Fair, you were doing a dramatic gesture and forgot to prepare her for it. Sorry about that. Yeah, where, huh? This is... Despite Icarus's incredible strength and barely contained excitement, when he wraps Nepeta up in a glistening, obscenely muscled arms, the embrace is the gentlest you've ever been witness to. Aww. This is an incredibly unorthodox manner for a pair such as ourselves to become acquainted. I apologize for this gaudy display. I apologize for this gaudy display of public affection, which is extremely unseemly of me. Oh, he isn't really in the public right now. Actually, the opposite. You're the asshole who popped into his private living space with 0 warning. I suppose that's alright. This is not the first time you have intruded on my space. Just let yourself in and out. Oh, indecent. Okay, dude, calm down. You'll get sweaty. I am always sweaty. Icarus, you're smooshing me. Oh. Chris lets go, but he doesn't step away. He's looking at Nepeta like he can't quite believe she's real. Are you real? I think so. I don't know how I got here yet. Don't worry about it. Oh, this is adorable. Don't worry about it. Just think of it as a reward for being such a very good kitty. Wow, is this a weird thing to say? That's probably pretty weird. You take it back, but Nepeta doesn't appear to have noticed your fumbling. She's scampering around at Chris in increasingly excited circles. Maybe you can fix these kids' lives, maybe you can improve society, but when it really comes down to it, you have the power to bring friends together, and damn, you'll take it. Oh, my heart. It's just, God, we had a good. I'm gonna deflect. Aha, wild. It's really wild that she doesn't see you in her dreams. No reason. Oh, by the way, does she want to see your sweet powers? You have super sweet powers. Yep. Okay, let's see what we got here. Jade room is bright and cheery. Fresh flowers in the hanging pots. Curtains pulled open wide to let in the afternoon sunlight. Jade sits on her bed while Dave paces in front of a scribbled toys, carefully assembling in neat rings. This blue one here is clearly in charge and looks at his dominant posture. Also, he's the only motherfucker not tentacle deep in his homie. He has the untangled buddy that is some shit really cuts the core of like emotions. Actually, it's because the magnets in him are messed up, and it always happened. Harley, you're ruining the magic. Come on. Oh, hey, mailman. Did you bring another stray alien? Because the last one has a fucking attitude and also surprisingly good snack sense. Snack sense? Yeah, sense for snacks. Like, you'd think it would have occurred to me before to combine M&Ms with popcorn, but never did. Because I wasn't raised right. But yeah, Kakarot has a good tongue. That's not what I meant. Oh my god. Anyway, hi Trogor. What's up? Oh yes, I want to meet you guys. Are you the same aliens who harassed us for years and then stopped for seemingly no reason, but actually probably because the fake mailman ruined everything? Oh, damn Jade. Sorry, that's not how I meant it. Oh, yeah, who are you people? Where am I? Jade takes a step toward Nepeta, who briskly and hisses and her back arching. At this point, you're pretty confident in your assessment of the bug theming for the trolls, but they really continue to be cat adjacent, don't they? Maybe cats are just the only cultural touchstone you have for fierce but skittish creatures with a lot of hair. While you are busy pondering cats, Nepeta does a wild scamper for the window. Oh fuck. This is the tower. This is a tower. This is a tower. This is a tower. Fuck, you really didn't think that one through. Sorry, Nepeta, you really should have warned. Holy shits. Something surefire as hell. Little Timmy's dad fell asleep on the grill. Dude had one too many Bud Light limes and burned the whole fucking rack of ribs. Ribs ain't cheap, Dad. Now the barbecue's up in smoke, who's gonna eat that walnut potato salad without ribs? No one, that's you. Oh, damn, you got a little overzealous with your zaps and brought Dave along with you. So is this where Catrat's from? No wonder he's such a sporadic personality disorders. Pretty rank in here. Well, at least Beck prevented you from bringing Jade along. Oh, this isn't the ruins? This isn't the island. Sorry to crash your party like this, Nepeta. You really didn't mean to bring, like, half your alien friend group here into our house. Nepeta, oh no, she's sad. No, Nepeta. Nepeta standing beside the dying fire where her hunch is fallen apart into blackened chunks. Her hands are twisted into layers of her coat, and she's completely shaking from head to toe. God, you just completely invaded her space. You're so totally... Grr. Oh no. Pounce has placed himself between Nepeta and the rest of you. Or, more accurately, between Nepeta and Jade. Her hackles are up, and her two mouths are hissing. Ah, fuck. Does she smell back on Jade? This sucks, actually. Pounce! Wait, don't do anything just yet. Pounce! Well, I just did this one, so I can overwrite that save. Did you get there in time? Yes. Pounce claws feel as big as they look. They're sharp too, sharp claws. Incredible, those claws. Santa Claus, red soaked into the green velvet of your dress, sinking into heavy against your chest and stomach. Christmas ring whistles in your ears, accompanied by a strange ringing of chimes. Oh no, those are screams. You collapse backward, waiting for the inevitable curtain of darkness to fall on your conscience. Oh well, you'd do better next time. Or not. Instead of hitting the ground and finding yourself catapulted back to the pair of hands catches you and eases you down to the quay floor. Several pairs, actually. Your head is cushioned by something soft, and for a moment the voices around you come into focus. What to do you know? First aid and shit, but I'm pretty sure they don't actually have any organs. Shh! Please, everyone be quiet. Oh no. This is going to be very bad. Darkness closes in on you, but it's kinder darkness than what you're used to. Darkness untouched by failure. Consciousness fades back in on slow waves of sensations. The first thing you see in the firelight is firelight on the cave walls, strange shadows lapping across the rocks and playing out a story you believe you could understand if your body was a little less heavy and your brain a little less full of mush. Try to sit up? Wow, you are not going to sit up. Don't try and sit up. You're going to start bleeding again. Dave, go get Nepeta, they're awake. Oh, dope, okay. Hey, Leon. I treat you my cute as fuck little nose and sultry. Come hither for the homeless catwoman alien who lives in this cave. Yeah, I'm coming. Hold your hoofbeats. Jade, Dave, you're both here on Materia? You didn't think that was possible, at least not for Jade. Yeah, I was gonna mention back before you got gutted by Kimba, the white lion. Didn't think that works. Don't always get dog blocked. You thought you did, but maybe you just got lucky break and got in there while Beck was napping or doing some important dog stuff. Yes, Beck has been acting sort of weird recently. At least he's been less protective and bossy. He doesn't even try and get shirty when I go to the ruins. Jade, I hate to break it to you, that's not weird. I hate to break it to you, that's not weird, that's normal. Dogs are supposed to chew the remote and shit on the carpet and not raise you from childhood. Animals are not parents. You know, a couple of trolls you might disagree with that, but you digress. Wow, your body doesn't feel good. That's because Pounce almost killed you. I wasn't even sure you could die, but you proved you're wrong. You did a pretty good job of almost dying. But you aren't dead. Eve held your guts in. It was a very gross and extremely fascinating. Wasn't a big deal. What kind of clown hasn't stotched up copious bleedings from gut wounds, honestly? Time to go back to preschool, kids. You are impressed and horrified. Dave shrugs. Jade chewed you up like she's fucking Susan B. Anthony with that needle, except not American. Was Susan B. Anthony American? Did America even exist at that point? Maybe she was English. Never tune up anything that wasn't a corpse. It was fun. Again, you are terrified but impressed. But the two of them, they're okay. They're okay. They look alright. It's a little grimy, but otherwise unharmed. They're really sorry. You're really sorry that you zapped them here and then passed out for what was most likely days. And chill. Yeah, it's been pretty great, honestly. Which really does go to show you that how fun our normal lives are. Yeah, kind of pathetic actually when you think about it. But Nepeta has Wi-Fi at least. He gives up his phone, opens up the message app. You could just make out familiar lines of gray and red text. Yeah, move over at QT, coming through. Use it over. Nepeta appears, shooing aside Dave and Jade and hunkering down at your bedside or on your pile of furs on the cave floor. Her hair hangs lank around her face and patches of blood literally stain her coat. But apart from that, she seems to be in excellent mood. Hi, Nepeta. Sorry for bleeding all over the place. Yeah, don't be silly. Just drink this. She hands you a small clay cup full of something hot. What is it? Herbs. She pronounces the H. What kind of herbs? Healthy ones. Probably some dank shit, mailman. Better watch out. I feel like Nep knows where to get the nip if you catch my drift. Shh, stop being weird. They'll help the healing process. I find them in the woods. Well, damn if you find them in the woods. I got most of my remedies from the jungle too, Dave. Grandpa left me plenty of antibiotics and formaldehyde, but nothing for a headache or pain. He just used to tell me to chin up a little, Jadelets. Oh yeah, my bro's the same way. Ibuprofen, never heard of him. There's nowhere to go get jungle medicine though, unless they're talking about concrete jungle. Like there's an old guy named Stevie who camps out in the lobby and I'll fucking hook you up, but I think he's a sex offender. Your planet sounds like so much fun. Yeah, it's alright. Thank Nepeta for the herb and take a little sip. She sure does taste like a bunch of boiled grass. Could be worse. You think Nepeta probably made the cup herself. She probably made everything in here. Honestly, if there's anywhere on the planet that you could choose to get mortally wounded, doing it near Nepeta was probably the right call. Nepeta smooths your blanket with the little nervous passes of her hands. She's back to not looking at you in the eye. I had a very long talk with Pounce and told her that she's been a very bad kitty. She feels just pawful about it and would like to make it up to you if she can. She's hunting something extra delicious right now. Well, Pounce didn't need to do that. It really wasn't her fault. You just got your dumb ass in the middle of everything as usual. Better than Jay, definitely, since you're the main character and therefore probably can't die permanently. That makes no sense to me. It's fine. Akita, can you hand me that Porla? Oh, which one? Why does Nepeta keep calling Dave Akite? We bonded over shared interest, except some of us are totally 100% earnest in our interest instead of acceptably incurrent. Which is fine, it's not a big deal, don't worry about it. Okay, you won't. Those words begin to soften around the edges, melting like a scoop of ice cream. These herbs certainly appear to be the good shit, no matter what choices you make. When this particular writer gets a hold of you, you tend to do drugs. Your thoughts slide into one another, dissolving. You see your friends are right out before you, the two lonely girls and the strange, intense boy with hidden eyes. They watch you anxiously. You started this journey believing you needed to save these kids, and maybe that's still true. They certainly needed someone to fix the mess of their lives and their planets and the crushing rate of brutal reality bearing down on them. But maybe you need saving too. Maybe you can all save each other. Whatever, you're high. You rest now. Group ends. No, we can't get them in time. The next few moments happen so fast that you barely have a chance to catch sight of them, let alone intervene. Pounce leaps over Nepeta, landing on a rock, and springboard off it with her back claws and right at Jade. Oh god, oh no, Pounce's claws are so big and sharp, and Jade's just a little girl. Bang. Pounce hits the ground with a thud so heavy it vibrates through your legs. Smoke curls out of the nose of Jade's rifle, the shot loud enough to make you all go temporarily deaf, so you don't hear Nepeta's scream as more and then a sigh, like a wind or the distant wail of a train. She leaps for Pounce, eyes blazing wide and unseething. Jade starts forward and Nepeta shrieks, wrinking out with her clawed gauntlets and catching Jade across the arm. Which, that is a cool, motif of her. Holy fuck. Jade reels backwards and held protectively against his chest. Her shoulders heave with thick, choking breaths. Then she turns and runs from the cave. Jade? Fucking Jesus dick. Eve tears off after her. Holy shit, this is a complete nightmare. You teeter torn between two disasters. Nepeta cradles her lustrous head in her lap, rocking slowly back and forth. You say her name only once, twice. She doesn't even seem aware that you're here. You've done everything you can here, that is, you've done nothing. You hurry to the mouth of the cave, hoping to get a glimpse of red and white. There's nothing, just the endless sway of trees and chirps of night creatures. Nothing to suggest that two human kids, one bleeding profusely, have ever been here. The fuck, how could you just let this happen? You need to find those kids. Imagine Jade, her copious hair, the bright smile, her tired eyes. You stand at the edge of the canyon, alone. It's clear that there's no one around for miles. You aren't anywhere near Nepeta's cave.
Jade could never have gone anywhere here this fast. Messed up somehow. You think of Jade again, but this time you add in her stricken expression and her blood dripping from her forearm. You appear in an own train station. Fuck, okay, at least you can see the damn woods now. But still, no Jade. Think of Jade. Sardonic Gwyn, casually muttering jokes himself before typing them out. Shit, damn it. Is this even the right planet, ugh? Yeah, you know, calm down, T-posing god person. You zap down at the mouth of the cave. The fire's died down, everything's still, and just the sight of the dark opening makes you feel sure you're not welcome here. A girl lost her Luskus, and it's your fault. 2 human strangers are lost in the wilds of Aterian. It's your fault. Your powers are growing, you can feel it. That's why Beck couldn't stop you. And why can't you find the kids? Because they aren't where they belong. You fucked up something again. The continuity, the timeline, something. Thematically, Dave and Jade don't fit here, but now they're stuck all alone because of you. Nepeta that you will happily explain to her exactly who you are and what you're doing skulking outside her cave, but could the 2 of you maybe key down the drama, talk like normal people? You've been down this road before, and it's kind of bringing back painful memories. Oh. Nepeta leapfrogs off of you, distinctive olive flush crushing the bridge of her nose. Oh, you didn't mean to embarrass her, just a protective convo doesn't seem possible if one of you's pretending to be a lion or whatever. Oh, Nepeta, I love Nepeta. A nod jerkily. Her gaze is firmly fixed on a boulder a few feet to the right of you. Her body language, which moments ago had been wanting to zap for cover to protect both of you, to protect both your dignity and eternal ordinance, is now stiff and wary. She looks even smaller than before. She mouths something that you can't quite catch, then turns tail and scurries back to her cave. God damn it, Nepeta waits. You hurry after her, but you stop at the sound of deep, resonant growl. There's something in that cave, and it's definitely not a kid playing a game. Growl, growl. And with that, I'm going to end this here. Guys, have a good day, night, week, month of your lives. May the stars forever guide you, wherever it might lead you into the future. Bye, everybody.